One of the most striking and defining features of the Chama area are the dramatic Brazos Cliffs. After a 2-hour drive north from Santa Fe, these peaks will greet you as soon as you enter the Chama Valley on Route 64. These cliff faces also serve as the backdrop for Fishtail Ranch, an outdoorsman's perfect getaway nestled right along the Brazos River, where I will be indulging in a couple of favorite pastimes for folks visiting Chama: fly fishing and horseback riding. First, I set out with the ranch's fly fishing guide, Bill, who will be giving me some hands-on instruction for fishing the Brazos River. The Rio Brazos is home to both brown and rainbow trout, which I am hoping to see much of today. Even if I don't catch a fish, just the view of the river coming down with the sun, you don't get this many places.
I know, it is spectacular. The water that we have here comes straight out of the high mountains. Right. So it's cold all summer. It's fun just to be here, whether you catch fish or not.
Yep, you're right. You can get lost just listening to it.
There's a good little spot right here we can start.
Okay.
And what I've put on your rod is a generic floating fly. It's called a royal wolf, and it's good because you can see it. Fish can see it. The fish tend not to be real picky here because they're hungry.
They'll bite for anything.
We hope. That's what we're counting on.
Right.
Their gullibility. Good fly for beginning fishermen because it does float really well and you can see it and doesn't require a lot of fancy technique or explanation.
Well, listen, I've been working on my technique. I wouldn't say I'm a professional now, but I know what to do with a fly.
See if we can't find a fish in here.
Let's do it.
But I can tell you a little bit about, I know it's not your first time, but tell you a little bit about where you might look for fish.
Okay.
In a small river like this.
Yeah.
Because I know you've been to the San Juan.
Yeah, I've been to the San Juan.
Big,
it's a huge,
massive river with fish everywhere. These smaller streams, you have to look at likely places where fish are going to be. And here's a good example right here of where fish are going to like to be. There's some quiet water below, some tumbling water, and they like to lay in there next to where the calm water and the current comes together.
Okay.
And they find a comfortable place where the food comes by. Here the fish aren't used to seeing people.
Oh, okay.
So we try not to just slosh through everywhere.
Try to be more invisible.
Try to be more invisible and more quiet.
It's good. We don't want to disturb the fish.
No.
While I've only fly fished a few times, one thing I know for certain: every river is unique, and it's great to have a guide show you the secrets and nuances of each river. After some success at this spot, Bill decides to take me to another place further up the river. I learned that private landowners have worked with New Mexico Game and Fish to have this next location open to the public, which in an area like Chama with so many private landowners, it's good to know making spaces accessible to the public is a priority. And what a gorgeous spot it turns out to be. Turns out there's some new tricks to be learned at this location, but thankfully, I've got the perfect instructor, and I get lucky not once, but multiple times.
There he goes again, putting on a clinic. Too hard. There he is. Oh, there he goes.
When you're on a roll like this, it's hard to leave, but the team back at the ranch is already saddling up horses to hit the trails. Fishtail Ranch has a number of beautiful horses and one for every kind of rider. They will get you paired up with a horse that matches your level of experience and comfort level, and you're ready to go. I'm headed out today with some folks from the ranch. The wrangler Randy, Samantha, and Heather, who's fairly new to Chama and excited to share her fast-growing love of this area. On horseback, we weave and wind our way through the lush landscape of this mountain valley, and every now and again getting a glimpse of the Brazos Cliffs, more than 2,000 feet over our heads. These magnificent mountains are composed of 1.8 million-year-old granite, and they have been a defining feature of the area for time immemorial. On the ride, I learned more than just geographical history, but the backstories of some of my fellow riders. Heather recently moved here to be with her boyfriend and his parents, Valerie and Lee, longtime residents of the area and owners of Fishtail Ranch. Love brought her here, and love of this place and its beauty is taking hold very quickly. I can certainly relate. After a satisfying and leisurely ride, we come to a meadow where Valerie and Lee have prepared a picnic lunch for us. And what do you know? The Brazos Cliffs are the backdrop for this meal. Is this really how people up here get to spend their days? It's unbelievable.
So Lee, how long have you been here?
I've been here for 14 years now, and I've been coming up here for a little over 30 years elk hunting, and that was sort of my passion and area. So what drove me up here was the outdoors and the mountains and the elk hunting.
And what about you, Valerie? What's your favorite thing about this area?
We came to spend a winter. We had a second home here, and we came to spend a winter and see if I would like the area. And there was not a day all winter that we weren't outdoors doing something.
And you guys have kind of really established yourselves here to be a center for activity because, like you said, you have no choice but to be active when you're out here, right?
That's why we're here.
There's something to do different every single day.
I have to say, the folks at Fishtail definitely do it up right, and I am one lucky man to have spent the day with them on the Brazos.
For your visit to Fishtail Ranch, here's some things to consider. Fishtail Ranch backs up to the Brazos River in Chama, 2 hours north of Santa Fe. Other fun summer activities offered at the ranch include outdoor skills adventures and cowgirl boot camp. Fishtail Ranch is known for their elk hunts, archery or rifle hunts, guided hunts, and drop camps. There's no shortage of options.